Hey guys, what's up? It is general update week here on Life Changes Everything, and I decided that I'd switch gears a little bit this week. As I had mentioned way back in the day on the launch video, I'm not just talking about being engaged and planning a wedding on this channel. I also plan to talk about weight loss, which is something I haven't really focused on at all. And the other possible topic I mentioned was quitting smoking. I just made a decision, sort of following in the footsteps of my dear friends Freya and Nate Bean, to switch to an electronic cigarette. It basically is a vapor version of smoking. The electronic cigarette does not involve smoke. So basically by making this switch, I am attempting to sort of cut out any further risk to my lungs in the future and also cut out sort of the routines that are involved with smoking. One of the things I really want to focus on with this video is to sort of talk about that, specifically, the routines involved with smoking. It's kind of funny that I ended up smoking. I'm sort of embarrassed about the fact that I didn't start smoking until I was 23. Most people start when they're like a teenager. My friends pick on me a lot because I started when I was 23 because it just seems so pointless. I was fully aware at the time that cigarettes were bad for you, and I also thought that they were really gross. So why did I start in the first place? Good question. Back in like 2003, I was playing in an indie rock band called Delphine. Actually, Brad from Draco and the Malfoys was the drummer of that band, and my friend Garrett was the keyboardist and lead guitarist. And at the time, Brad and Garrett both smoked, and we'd have band practices, and occasionally, maybe once every other practice, I would go out during their cigarette breaks with them and have a cigarette. Then Delphine went on tour. I guess my habit of having a cigarette every other practice turned into me having cigarettes a lot. I had every intention to quit when I got home. I wasn't actually physically addicted. It was just something I was doing. As it turned out, I started dating this girl, Lauren, not Lauren Fairweather, and she was a chain smoker. So my little tour smoking habit actually just continued, and eventually the chemical addiction took place. So that's how it happened. Now, since then, I've developed all kinds of routines. I enjoy smoking as a way to get out of social situations for 5 minutes because I am socially awkward. When I play shows, smoking is a way for me to sort of unwind before and after my set. It's like a post-show routine. As soon as I'm done my set, I walk outside and have a cigarette. There are lots of emotional connections to smoking. I know that my smoking definitely picked up after my brother passed away because it was a way to sort of escape from everything. That act of separating myself from wherever I was or whatever I was doing was something that really helped me. I find it really funny when people tell me that smoking is bad for me. I'm always polite about it, but sometimes I just want to say, really? I had no idea that taking a stick full of chemical-ridden plants and lighting it on fire and inhaling that smoke is bad for me. I thought it was good for me. I thought that the increased heart rate was actually a form of exercise. Just had to rant there for a second. I am fully aware that smoking is bad for me, and I have every intention to quit. In a lot of ways, smoking is one of those things that you have to really want to quit in order to be ready to quit. Like, you have to have this overriding desire to get the cigarettes out of your system and to stop, being a slave to habit. And I am definitely moving in that direction. I am hoping that this e-cigarette guy will, at the very least, eliminate routines and also make my lungs a little healthier. And then I can use that as sort of a first step in quitting nicotine altogether. Because really, I guess the bottom line is that I want to live for a long time. And of course, this does relate to the whole thing with getting married and, one day having children. So there's really no doubt in my mind that I am going to quit. It's just a matter of when, and yes. So my question for you guys this week is, what is one habit that you'd really like to get rid of in your life? Let me know in the comments, and maybe I can offer you some advice.